What's up, my friends? My name is Miranda, and this is my 22-liter day hiking go bag. I just got tired of forgetting things when I would spontaneously go on a hike, or like not being able to find something if I'm getting ready for a hike in the morning. And so this makes it super easy for me to grab this bag so that I can go to a trailhead after a long day at the office. Obviously, it's important to be prepared when you are heading out to any kind of trail. So this pack has everything that I need to be safe on the trail, and it also has just some other personal items that I like to have with me. This is Oscar. Hi, Oscar. So there are 3 categories of stuff that I keep in my hiking go bag. 10 essentials, some personal items that I like to have with me, and then my hiking clothing and some stuff that stays in the car. So let's start by going over what I carry as my 10 essentials. First up, we have food and water. So in my hiking go bag, I leave an extra bar. This is just a Lara bar. And then for water, I have this Katadyn Be-Free water filter. So I do actually carry a 3-liter reservoir with me in my pack. I don't always fill it up all the way, but that's my general source of water. So yeah, as my backup, carrying this Be-Free water filter has just proved to be really helpful. And next up is fire, fix-it, first aid, and shelter. So first off, let's start from the end and go with shelter. So for my emergency shelter, I have an emergency blanket, and then I also have some cord. With these 2 things, I'm able to set up an emergency shelter. And then also in this bag, I have fire and fix-it. So I have this tiny Leatherman squirt multi-tool, and I keep that in this old pill bottle that has some duct tape wrapped around it. Again, just another awesome fix-it supply in case something breaks on the trail. And then also a miniature lighter and some string. And everything else that's in this bag is my first aid kit. And I just keep all of that stuff in this tiny bag. This is a good reminder that carrying the 10 essentials with you doesn't have to be super bulky and heavy. It can just be something very small like this. The next category is insulation. And that's gonna look really different for different people, and this also looks different for me depending on the time of year. In my summertime hiking go bag, I always carry a buff of some kind with me. A buff is awesome to give you sun protection on the back of your neck. This is also really great to cover your nose and your mouth. I'll use it as a headband, and it provides a little bit of extra warmth and insulation when it gets chilly. Now, I also carry a set of liner gloves. This might seem sort of silly for a warm weather go bag, but my hands get really cold. And then the other 2 pieces of insulation that I carry in my hiking go bag are my synthetic vest and my windbreaker. So as you can see, both of these pack down to be really small and really light, and they're just like perfect for adding a little bit of extra warmth or protection when I'm out hiking. Next up, we have navigation and illumination. So this is a compass, which covers my navigation component of the 10 essentials. This is not what I would use if I was like bushwhacking or doing something where I was solely relying on a map and compass to navigate. As far as easy day hikes go, where I'm basically just following a trail, this just kind of fulfills that added requirement of navigation. And then for illumination, I carry my rechargeable headlamp. So this headlamp is the BioLite 300 rechargeable headlamp. I love this thing. The best thing about keeping this in my hiking go bag is that it is rechargeable, and so I can easily charge it in my car when I'm on my way to the trailhead. The next category is sun protection. So I already mentioned that my buff is really great for added sun protection, but in addition to that, I keep some sunscreen in my go bag, my sunglasses, ta-da! And then I also bring a sun hat. Ready to go! In addition to my 10 essentials, I also carry a couple more things. And one of them is elimination. That's kind of a weird way to say that, but basically I carry a poop kit. Sometimes I will leave this in the car when I get to the trailhead, just depending on all sorts of things. Like whether or not I've pooped yet. Oh, and if you don't know what a poop kit is just a one-stop shop for all your backcountry bathroom needs. So in my poop kit, I have my trowel, toilet paper, blue bags, or just, wag bags. And then I also carry a little bit of soap or hand sanitizer in a tiny tin, and then a backcountry bidet, which is also a new thing for me, but I think it's rad. Again, I don't always bring my poop kit with me when I'm hiking, but it is a good idea to bring some kind of way to deal with human waste when you're hiking. I mean, yeah, you just don't want to be the dude who poops on the trail. Never be that guy. Never be the guy who just poops on the trail. Always bury your poop. Bury your poop. not your emotions. There are a few other things that I carry with me that are just my personal items that I like to have as an option when I'm hiking. So first we have a spork. I basically never leave home without a spork. I feel like a spork is the most practical utensil in the world. Plus I love it. It's my little buddy. Do you like my spork? Oops, sorry. I also bring some lip balm with me. And then the last thing is my whittling knife. I really like to whittle. Not that I'm any good at it, I just find it fun. So here is my whittling knife. And then I do also carry a tiny spoon gouge and some sandpaper. And then last but not least, there are a couple things that I keep in my hiking go bag that I don't actually plan to ever bring with me on the hike. Those are my tumbler, my car shoes, and a reusable bag. So I will often go hiking early in the morning and want to stop and get some coffee. So I bring a tumbler with me so that I can get that filled up at a coffee shop. And then I also bring my car shoes. These are also my camp shoes. So I do bring these with me when I'm going backpacking. So I have a pair of shoes to change into when I get to camp. These are also water shoes. So they're really great if my shoes get wet or if I end up doing a day hike where I know I'm gonna be crossing a stream. And then the last thing is a reusable bag. So this is REI's Stuff Travel Tote. And the reason that I bring something like this is that it allows me to put my clothes, if I'm changing, into a bag, or to like go to a grocery store to pick up food for the hike and just always have an option for a reusable bag. It's just come in handy more times than not, so I bring it with me. In the third category of stuff is also my hiking clothing. So I do keep all of my hiking clothes in my hiking go bag. I keep them in this Patagonia packing cube. The reason that I keep my clothing in my go bag is that I like to wear the same stuff hiking, and I'll wear the same clothes on multiple hikes. I just keep them all in this bag, and that way I don't need to worry about hunting something down in my closet or like digging through things to make sure that I have something to wear. The whole purpose of all of this hiking go bag stuff is just to make spontaneous hikes easier on me so that I feel like I'm more prepared and I don't need to do as much like planning ahead of time and can just kind of focus on enjoying the outdoors. Hopefully this video has given you a good idea of how to build and pack your own hiking go bag. If you have any of your own tips or recommendations, please leave those in the comments below. I will see you all on the trail, hopefully one day. Okay, listen y'all, I'm working on the outros. It's the hardest part. Bye.